Hello, students. In this lecture, we will be covering more and more practice questions on arrays, right? So, this is arrays practice set 2. Practice practice questions set 2, right? So in the previous video we have covered so many questions, like 7 to 8 questions approximately, and in this video we will be covering for a few more questions, 10 to 11 questions, okay, which are between basic to intermediate levels. So we will be covering those questions to get a good grip over arrays, right? Okay okay so this will be enhancing your problem solving knowledge for sure, and making your foundation strong, right? Okay, so let us move to the open board. Oh, okay, so let me write the first question, then we will be moving to the open board, and then we will be understanding the question, then we will be coding it up in the editor, right? Okay, so the first question is sort the array in descending order. Sort the array in descending order. Suppose this is an array, there is a size 4, and this is your array. This is your array. Let us say this is your array. Let us say this is your array. This is 2, 3, 45. Okay. So this is your array. You have to sort this array in descending order. You have to sort this array in descending order. So let us move to the open board to see. Okay. Okay. So I am giving you some array which is 2, comma 3, comma 45. This is ascendingly sorted. This is ascendingly sorted. Ascendingly. Sorry, the spelling is wrong. Let me correct it. This array is ascendingly sorted. Okay. Ascendingly. Ascendingly sorted. This array is ascendingly sorted. We have to sort it in descending order. We have to sort this array in descending order. Okay. So I already told you about how to sort the array in ascending order. This part we have already covered. This part we have already covered, where I taught you about how to sort the array in ascending order, right? What I taught you? Use the sort keyword. This is the sort inbuilt function. Open the round parenthesis. Suppose this array name is ARR. This thing we have already covered. That's why I'm not briefing about it. Okay. ARR plus N. This is the approach. This is the logic. This is the formula that we have used to sort the array in ascending order. Okay. In the previous video, we have covered this thing, right? And when we use bits std c++.h, this is a universal header file which have variety of functions. Due to including this, you are able to use this sort inbuilt function, right? Okay. And if you want to include the separate library, suppose if your suppose if your header file is not bits.std, your header file is iostream, then you have to include separate specific header file to use this sort function, something like algorithm.h. This header file can only provide you with this sort function, right? No one else. Okay, this thing we have already covered in the previous video. Now we have to descendingly sort it, not ascendingly. We have to descendingly sort it. How do we do that? Anybody has any idea? Think in your minds. Okay, so this is the same function. In this function we will be doing slight change, and on doing this slight change we will be able to sort this array descendingly. By doing this small change, doing this subtle change, we will be able to sort this array in descending order. How we will do that? Okay, how we will do that? Just include a third thing here. Just include a third thing here. This is the inbuilt function. This is the method or the formula that you have to learn it. There is no particular explanation behind this. This is the inbuilt function and you have to use it like this. Okay, so what is the formula to descendingly sort it? What is the slight modification in this sort function that we already covered? Let me show you. Let me show you. You will write sort. You will open the round parenthesis. You will write the array name, that is ARR. Let us say ARR plus n, where n is the size of array. N is the size of array that is already given by me to you. Like I wrote it on the editor now. Okay. Array. And what is the third thing? This is a mystery. This is a mystery. What is the third thing that you will be using here to sort it in descending order? You will be writing something like this: greater, 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 then angular brackets, int, and then round brackets. This is the formula to sort it in descending order. Now, you know, like how this array will become after applying this? You know, like how this array will become after applying this? This will look like something 45, 3, 2. Okay, this 2, 3, 5, this 2, 3, and 45, this will look like something like this. This is a descendingly sorted array, right? So let us move to the editor to implement this up, right? Let us move to the editor. Okay, so I am writing the same formula. Sort ARR, ARR plus n, where n is a size, greater angular brackets, and inside this angular brackets, you will write int and then round parenthesis, right? And now if I print the array, let me show you the difference. Okay, let me show you the difference. See out, before sorting, before descendingly sorting, before descendingly sorting, the array will look something like this. Let me print it up. Okay, give me one sec. Yeah, see out. This is the array that it will look like before sorting in a descending order. Okay, and then when I have used in the line number 14, when I have used this formula, let me again copy paste it down to show like what changes we got. Okay, after sorting, after sorting, right? So let us run this code and see like what magical thing this line has done, this formula has done, right? Let us write it out. Oh, it is giving some error. It is giving some, oh, this is a small mistake I have done. See, I have written in. I have to write int now. I have written in. T was missing. That's why the error was coming. Right? Okay. So let us run this code off. Let us run this code. Woo! Cool. It is giving us some answer. Let us see what it is. It is giving us some answer. So it is giving. Oh, it is not looking readable. Let me put an endl statement. Right? Let me put some endl statement. It is not very readable. Endl statement. Now let us see what will happen. Cool. So it was see, it was showing before sorting it was 2 3 45 0. I will tell you why this 0 came, right? No worries on that. Just focus on this 2 3 5 45 numbers, right? Focus on this first three elements, not on 0. I'll tell you why this appeared. Okay, 2 3 45, and now after sorting in descending order it is giving you 45 3 2. It is giving you 45 3 2. It means it is descendingly sorted. Now you will be asking, teacher, why this 0 came? Why this 0 came? Our elements were 2 3 45 only, because I have given the size 4. I told you na, when the size is greater and the elements given are less, then automatically in the empty or the unoccupied boxes a 0 will come. But it will sort this element only, these element only, and 0 will be as it is, because it is not given. Okay, but automatically it will be the compiler or the program computer will be putting a 0 here, okay, while printing. But the sorting will be done on these elements that were mentioned. These elements the sorting will be performed on, and the space which are left unoccupied, we will be giving a 0. That's why sorting was performed on 45 2 3 45, and the answer came as 45 3 2, and a 0 was put on the unoccupied box because you have given the size 4. Okay, but the array contained three elements, so in the fourth unoccupied box it have put a, like it have given it has printed a 0. It has printed a 0, right? This was a logic. Sorting was performed on these three elements that were mentioned, and one space left. An automatic zero was by default, a zero was mentioned, right? So the answer was 45, 3, 2, 0. Okay, because sorting is done on these only. This is by default. Okay, so this was the first question. I'm hoping that it is clear you to you by now. Okay, it is clear to you by now, right? Okay, fine, cool, cool. So let us move to the next question. Let us move to the next question. Let us not remove this array code, because we will be requiring it again and again. Okay, let me take some greater array. It's 4, 6, 7. Let me take this array, right? Okay, so the next question is print the array in reverse order. Print the array in reverse order. Print the array in reverse order. Okay, this is the question. Print the array in reverse order. Okay, so let us move to the editor to see how it will work. So the array given to you is 2 comma 3 comma 45 comma 4 comma 6 comma 7. So the question is demanding from you that print, let me write it here, print the array in reverse order, right? Print the array in reverse order. You don't have to reverse this array. Actually, don't reverse this array. Just print it in reverse order, right? There's a difference between the two questions. We will be covering both. Okay. First part is you have to print the array in reverse order. Second part is reverse the array. Reverse the array. Okay. The second question is reverse the array. They are two different questions. Right? They are two different questions. Okay. So let us see one by one. Print the array in reverse order and reverse the array. Let us see first this part. Okay. So how will you print this array in reverse order? Let me write the index also. 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, and fifth index, right? It is a size of 6. 6 size, right? In the editor, we have not changed the size. Let us do so. 6 elements are there, right? Okay, fine. Now, if I ask you how you have printed the array in like how you, like in the previous video I have covered a question where I told that traverse in the array and print array elements. Traverse and print. This was the question that I explained you in the previous video. This was the first question of the previous lecture, right? Traverse in the array and print the elements. How you did that? How you did that? You have taken int I. Why this int I? To traverse in the array, you require some variable. You used a for loop. You started this I from the starting index, that is 0. This 0 is the starting index, na? Up to where you have gone. Up to where your variable has gone. This I. This have gone up. This will be going up to 5. You know, like 5, why 5? Why this will be going up to 5? Because it is a last index. Okay, this is a last index, end index. And you will be moving one by one. First to this, then to this, then to 45, then to 4, then to 6, then to 7. Okay, that's why I plus plus. Open the curly parenthesis to write the piece of instructions. Now what you did? You did something like that. This is already I have taught you. You did something like that. Okay, you did something like that. What it will give you? What is the output? The output will be 2, 3, 45, 4, 6, 7. Nothing. Simply printing the array elements. Nothing but simply printing the array elements. Now I am not asking you to print the array elements. I am asking you print the array in reverse order. Print the array in reverse order. It means reverse order, right? It means simply you, if I am saying you print from 1 to 10, you will run a loop from 1 and go till 10. If I'm asking you print from 10 to 1, what you will do? You will start the loop from 10 and reach to 1 by I minus minus. doing something I minus minus. Same way, similarly, there is a small change in this piece of code. Small change, very small and little change in this piece of code. Let me erase it off. Okay, there is a small change in this code. Can you identify? Can you think in your mind what is the small change that you have to do? From where you the hint is, okay, let me give you some hint to think. Hint is start and end positions are changed, like the from where you are starting and where you are going up to, and unary operator, these three changes are there. It means there is some changes in this part of the code, is some changes. Okay, let me tell you. So you will not start from 0 because you have to print the array in reverse order. So instead of starting from 0, you will start from 5 because the end index is 5. You have to come like this. You have to come like this. You have to come like this. First print say 7, then 6, then 4, then 45, then 3, then 2. So you are printing in reverse order. That's why you will start from this fifth index. Okay. So what you will do? You will start from this fifth index. Okay. Then what will be this condition? This will be I greater than equal to 0 because you are coming from 5 to 0, fifth index to 0. I greater than equal to 0. And this, instead of I plus plus, you will do a I minus minus because you are coming from like this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 5 minus 1, 4 minus 1, 3 minus 1, 2 minus 1, 1 minus 1, like that. Okay, that's why I minus minus. This is a small change. This is how you will come reverse. You will print reverse, you will print array in reverse order. Okay. Okay, let me again tell you this. Let me quickly cover it up. Suppose these are the, let us take three elements only. This is 0th index, this is 1, this is 2. Okay, so what you will do, you will use an I variable to travel inside the array, to traverse in the array, right? You will use a for loop. You will start from the end index. What is your end index in this case? This is 2. So you will start from this 2 semicolon. From where you will come? You will come from 2 to 1, then 1 to 0. So I less greater than equal to 0 because 2 is greater than 0. So this condition will change, right? Okay. Then okay. Then what you will write? What you will write? Quickly tell me. Quickly tell me. Semicolon I minus minus because you're coming from 2 to 1, 1 to 0. Okay, that's why minus minus. Open the curly braces. Then simply print the array. Let me show you the dry run. Let me show you the dry run. No worries. No worries on that. Okay, let me show you the dry run how it will work, right? So that you will be getting clarity, right? Let me make it original. Okay. Okay, cool. Let us start. Let us start the dry run, right? Okay. So, firstly, your index is 2. It means your index is 2. Your index is 2, right? Okay. You will check if 2 greater than equal to 0. Yes. Condition is true. Move inside the loop. Process this statement. What it is saying? It is saying see out error of I. What is error of I? Error of I is error of 2. What is error of 2? Error of 2 is your 3. Print that 3. Print that 3. Suppose this is the output. Print that 3. Then do a I minus minus. Your I will become 1. Check if 1 greater than equal to 0. Yes. Move inside the loop. Print this element. What to print? ARR of 1. What is ARR of 1? It is 2. It is 2. Print that 2, right? Again decrement it. Again decrement it. It will become 0. Check if 0. Check if 0 greater than equal to 0. Yes, it is. Move inside the loop. What you will do? Print ARR of 0. Print ARR of 0. What is ARR of 0? It's 1. See, it's 1. Print it. Then again do I minus minus. It will become minus 1. Check if minus 1 greater than equal to 0. No, it's not. Break out of the loop. As simple as that. Break out of the loop. Okay, break out of the loop. As simple as that. ASAT. As simple as that. Right? Abbreviation. Okay. So this is 3 to 1. So this is the final output you will get. This is the final output you will get. This is the final output you will get. Okay, this is the final output. Let us move to the editor and check it up. Okay. So in I, initializing a variable using a for loop, defining a variable using a for keyword, initializing it. I starts from fifth index because six elements are there. So index is one less than the size, right? I greater than equal to 0. I minus minus. Do a C out I. Do a C out I. C out ARR of I. Not I. Because we are printing element now, that's why, right? Let me run this code. Let me run this code. Ooh, it is giving us 7644532. Let us check. 7644532. Yeah, it is giving us correct answer. It is giving us correct answer, right? So it is giving us correct answer. So this is just we have printed the array. This is just we have printed the array in reverse order. Just we have printed the array in reverse order. We have not actually reversed it. We have just printed the array in reverse order. In reverse order. Okay, we have just printed the array in reverse order but not actually reversed it. Not actually reversed it. Reversed it, right? So we have printed it in reverse order, in this order, but we have not actually reversed it. This is originally as 1 2 3, not 3 to 1, but we have printed it, right? Okay. Let me take a fresh page. Now let me tell you how to actually reverse the array. How to actually reverse the array. How to actually reverse the array. Okay. How to actually reverse the array? Suppose this is this. Suppose this is this. 1 2 3. Okay, so this is zeroth index, this is first index, this is second index. Now you have to actually reverse it. It means if I apply some algorithm, suppose if I am passing this array with through an inbuilt function or some algorithm, after this line wherever it will be printed 3 to 1 3 to 1 3 to 1 and not 1 to 3 because it is reversed, actually reversed. Okay, understanding. By now at this present moment of time it is 1 2 3, right? But after I will apply some algorithm to reverse it, after this the array should always look like 3 to 1 3 to 1, not 1 2 3, because I have actually reversed it. I have not printed it in reverse order but actually reversed it. That's why, right? From this line, from afterwards, this time afterwards, right? Okay. Okay. So suppose to be very specific, let's give some example. Suppose at 10:30 a.m. I have reversed this array, and after this 10:30 a.m. up to like from this starting from this 10:30 a.m. to future timings, it will always be 3 to 1, right? Okay. So let me raise it off. Let me raise it off. This thing. So I have told you what do I mean by actually reversing and just printing the reverse order, right? Okay, so there is a simple algorithm, like you have studied this sort function now. You have studied this sort function that sorted the array. There is similar function that is provided by this bits std5 std c++.h. But if you're not using this universal file, you have to manually write the header file of this function. Manual header file is same algorithm.h that you have used for this sort function. Okay, right? That you have used this for this sort function. This is the same header file. Okay. Now what you will do? What you will do? Do you have any idea? There is again the some hint I will be giving. Hint. Small change in the sort function. Small change in the sort function. Sort function, small change. With this small change, you will be able to reverse this array. Like you did for sorting now. The way you did the sort, the same way you have to do reverse. Some very little change. Shuttle change is there. Very little change is there. Very little change. Can you guess? Can you identify that little change? Let me write the sort function and then we will gain that. Okay. Okay. So how you used to write sort function? SORT. Suppose this array name is ARR, comma, ARR plus n. Right? What is this n? This n is the size of array. Size of array. This n is the size of array. Right? Okay. This n is the size of array. So what shuttle change or what small change you will be doing in this formula to reverse the array and not sort it? Your target is to make this array, actually making this array as 3 to 1. How will you achieve this target? Tell me quickly, think in your mind. So instead of this sort function, you will simply write reverse. You will simply write reverse. This is the way. Rest everything is same. Put this ARR, put this comma, put this ARR, put this plus sign, put this n. Everything is same. There is not a single percent change with this syntax. Just instead of sort, just write the word reverse. Just write the word reverse, right? This will reverse the array. So let us move to the editor to see if it is actually working or not. Okay, let us move to the editor. Okay, let me write the same formula. REVERCE, sorry, SEARR plus n. Okay, so let me print it up if it is reversing the array or not. Okay, cool. One more left shift, right? So let us run this code and see if it is actually working or not. Cool, it is working. It is working. See the output. It's not 2 3 45 4 6 7. It's 7 6 4 45 3 2. It is changing, right? It changed. It reversed. It actually worked, right? Okay, let us play with this code. Let us not include this header file. Let us manually include that particular header file that this reverse function takes. Include hash include I think it is algorithm.h. Algorithm.h. Let us try with this. Okay, let's try this. Oh, it is no such file directory. Okay, let us remove this .h and then try it. Oh, it is, yeah. It is running with this. It means it is. I told you, na, like you have your homework is to search on Google if it is .h or not. So it is not .h. It is math.h. Yeah, there is a file which is math.h, but it is algorithm only, right? These small typos everybody does, right? Whether it is a good programmer or a bad or anything like that. So everybody has some typos. Okay, like we used to forget if it is .h. This is a silly mistake every programmer does. Okay, but now we have corrected. Okay, so you will include algorithm, right? Not algorithm.h, right? So this was the question. So we have covered three questions where we have sorted the array in descending order, we have reversed the array, and we have just printed the array in reverse order, right? Okay, I hope you all are clear with this question. I hope you all are clear with this question. The next question is, let me erase it off. So the next question is, multiply each array element with some number. Let us say that number is 10. Let us say that number is 10. Okay, let us say that number is 10. Suppose we have to multiply all array elements with the number 10. We have to multiply all array elements with the number 10. So how we achieve this target? Let us move to the open board. Okay, let us move to the open board. Suppose I am giving you some array. I am giving you something like 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay, this is the array that I am giving to you, and the index of this array is 0 1 2 3 4. You know, its size is 5, right? So what you have to do here, So you have to multiply array elements, array elements with 10, let us say 10. Okay, with 10, right? Okay, so how will you achieve this target? How will you do this question? Double question mark. How will you do this question? Think in your mind. Okay. Definitely, you have to loop over all the elements, because I already told you when you have to deal with multiple elements, you have to run a for loop or a while loop. But for loop is more familiar or more popular. That's why we're using it. Okay. You can yourself at your side try with the while loop as well, right? Okay. I explained you that already. So, how will you do that? Run a for loop. How will you do that? Initialize a variable I. Why we are every time initializing? To traverse in the array, because we require some variable to travel or traverse in the array. Travel in the traditional terms, traverse in the technical terms, right? Okay. For keyword, I starts from 0, because now we are not printing it in reverse order. We are using our traditional approaches, right? The thing we used to perform earlier. I starting from 0, from where I will go to up to which point this I will go, up to which index it will go, up to 4, because the last index is 4. I plus plus, open the curly braces, open the curly braces. Now what you will do? I don't want this ARR now. Okay, what is your ARR 0? It is 1, but I don't want to see it 1. I want to multiply it by 10. I want this ARR 0 to become 1 into 10. Let me create some space. I will be explaining you very nicely this concept, right? But I require some space. Okay. Cool, cool. Okay, cool. So let me take the pen. Okay. So I don't want this ARR 0 to be 1. But I want to see it 1 into 10, because I am multiplying every element by 10. Now my task is to multiply every array element with 10. Multiply every array element with 10. So I don't want this ARR 0 as 1. I want this as 1 into 10. I don't want this ARR of 1 to be 2. This to be 2. I want it to be 2 into 10. That is 20. That is 20. I don't want this ARR 2 to be 3. This ARR of 2 should not be 3. It should not be, but it should be ARR of 2 equals to 3 into 10. That is 30. Every element should be multiplied by 10. Okay. I don't want to see this ARR of 3 as 4, but I want to see it as 4 into 10. That is 40. This should not be 4, this should be 40, this should be 30, because I want to see them getting multiplied by 10, right? I don't want to see this index fourth element as 5. I want to see it as 50, multiplying it by 10. ARR of 4 should not be 5, but it should be 5 into 10, that is 50. Okay. It means conclusion is I don't want to see ARRI as ARR of I, but I want to see this ARR of I equals to ARR of I into 10. This is a simple thing. What is the big issue? Here I am very specifically picking about index, like talking about 0, talking about 1, talking about 2, talking about 3, talking about 4. I am specifically talking about these index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, instead of using 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have used a general formula, that is I, because you know that I runs from 0 to 4. So it will automatically cover your all 4 indices, all 5 indexes, right? So this is the general formula. It means this zeroth index is, what is this index element? This is 0. See carefully. This a Let me write it here. This ARR 0 is 0. This ARR 0 is ARR 0. It means 0. I don't want to see it like that. I want to see it getting multiplied. It means I want to see this ARR 0 equals to ARR of 0 into 10. Simply, this was 0, this was 1. I want to see it 1 into 10. This is how I will multiply. I will multiply each ARR of 5 by 10. Simple as that. ARR of 0 by 10 into 10. ARR of 1 into 10. ARR of 2 into n. ARR of 3 into n. 3 into 10. ARR of 4 into 10. So this is a general formula, right? Okay, this is a general formula. Simply put this inside this curly braces. As simple as that. What is the big deal? There, the part I'm erasing now, this part that I'm erasing, that I've erased, this is just showing each and every step one by one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, by taking every specific index. But here I have written a general formula, right, for covering all the indexes. So let me erase it off. Let me erase it off. Okay. Let me also erase it off to write it in a neat way. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So this was the syntax. This was a piece of code that we have already written, right? So what should I write? I should write, change this ARRI to ARR of I into 10 into 10. Are you excited to dry run this code with me? Are you excited to dry run this code with me? Okay, let us dry run this code one by one to make it better understand. Okay, let me take this array again. Suppose I'm just taking three elements. If I'll take multiple elements now, it will be very lengthy, time consuming. So let us take three element only, because whatever you will do with these three elements, you have to do with other elements as well. So this is not a big issue, right? Let us take the three elements: zero index, one index, two index, right? Okay, let us dry run this. Let us dry run this. Okay, let us dry run this. Suppose firstly you are at index 0. Check if 0 less than equal to, no, this is not 4. Okay, earlier we have taken the size 4. Now the size is 3 only, right? Okay, 3. Index are 2 from 0 to 2. Okay, so so let us dry run it. I starts from 0 index. Check if 0 less than equal to 2. Yes. If it is less than equal to 2, move inside this curly braces. Do this something like this. What you will do? Tell me quickly. If I'll deal with it outside, what it will be? ARR of what is I? Quickly tell me. 0, because we are at 0 index, na? 0th index. That's why. Then what is this? What is this? I'm just putting the value in this expression. Nothing else I'm doing. ARR of 0 into 10. Okay. In place of this I have replaced 0. So what it will become? ARR of 0 will become, what is the ARR of 0? 1 into 10. So it will become 1 into 10, that is 10. So it will become a 10. Okay, the first element will become 10. Then increment this I. This I will become 1. Check if 1 less than equal to 2. Yes, it is less than equal to 2. Again move inside. Again put 1 in this formula. Okay. Put 1 in this formula. Put 1 in this formula. See, I am erasing it off. Put 1 in this formula. Put 1 in this formula. What is your error of 1? What is your error of 1? It is 2. 2 into 10 is 20. Put a 20 here. You have changed it. Again do I plus plus. Your I will become 2. Check if 2 less than equal to 2. Yes, move inside the loop. Again put 2 in this formula. 2. Error of 2 into 10. What is error of 2? It is not 2, it is 3. It will become 30. Put a 30. Again increment it. I will become 4. I will become 3. Sorry, I will become 3. Check if 3 is less than equal to 2. No. Break out of the loop. Break out of the loop. Just one by one put the index and the value, everything. Compute this one by one. This inner statement. This first statement, compute it one by one for every index, right? This is a simple for loop. Okay, this for loop, how to think about this for loop and how to iterate in this for loop. I have been telling this same syntax from the very beginning, right? I have been telling the same thing from the very long time, right? Okay, cool. I hope that this thing is clear to you guys, right? I hope that this thing is clear to you guys. Let us code it up. Let us code it up. Int I for traversing, let us maintain a variable, write a for keyword, write I equals to 0, I less than equals to n minus 1, right? N minus 1. Less than equal to n minus 1, right? I plus plus. What you will do? What you will do? ARR of I equals to ARR of I into 10. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay, now this has changed. Now print this array to see if the change actually happened or not. See out error of I. Let us see if it is getting, if the elements got multiplied by 10 or not. Let us see this. Let us run this code. Let us run this code, right? Let us run this code. Oh, it got multiplied by 10. It is getting multiplied. Yeah, it got multiplied, right? Earlier it was 2, 3, 45, 4, 6, 0, but now it is 20, 30, 4, 50, 40, 60, 70. It means it got multiplied. Okay. So we have approached this question as well. How to trigger, this is how to trigger array element, how to manipulate it. Manipulate means changed. You have changed, na, earlier the element were 1 2 3, but you made it 10 20 30. So you manipulated this array, you modified, you changed this array, right? Okay, so you have changed this array, you changed this array, right? You changed this array. Okay, let us move to the next exciting question. Exciting question. Let us move to the next exciting question. Let me erase it off, right? Let me erase it off. Let me erase it off. Keep this array as it is only. So the next question is, given an index, check if the value at that index is odd or even. Odd or even. You know, like what this question will teach you? This question will teach you how to actually access the array element. Access, how to take the array element. This, you will get this kind of learning from this question. Check if at a particular index, check if at some index, element present is even or odd. Is even or odd. Let me quickly wind it up. This is very good question, and this is basic question, right? Okay. Fine, cool. Okay. Check if at some index element is even or odd. Okay. Okay, cool. So how will you check? How will you check this question? How will you check this question? Like, how will you do this question? Suppose I have given you some array 1, 2, 3, something like that. These are the indexes. These are the indexes 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. These are the indexes, right? Okay, so uh, I have given you some index. I have given you index number one, and I'm asking you check if at index one there is a odd value or a even value or odd value. So I'm asking you this kind of question. Right? Even value. So no need to run a for loop. No need to run a for loop. Simply write if ARR of IDX. Why IDX? Because I have already given you some index variable. IDX modulo 2 equal to 0, then it is even, see out even, else see out odd. You know, like what this question has taught you today? How to access array element. Okay, some index was given from outside and you just use it like this, ARR of IDX. Earlier you were doing like this, ARR of I, but you use this index. This is how you access the array element outside the array. Okay, this is simple question. We will not be coding it up. This is very simple, right? Okay. So what is the next question? Quickly tell me. Like think in your mind like what it could be. What it could be. Okay. So we will be doing very amazing question. We will be doing very amazing question. One I okay. Let us move to this next question. Then I'll decide to give homework or not, right? Okay. This is the most popular question. This is a very popular question. You will be using it everywhere. Like almost many questions require this kind of thing, right? Okay. Question is question is find the maximum element in the array. This is very important question, very important and easy to intermediate one. This is okay. Find the maximum element of the array. Find the maximum element of the array. find the maximum element of the array, and then we will be doing find the minimum element. Okay, these are the very good questions. Minimum element, the thing we have done previously na, sort reverse, they are also important. Whatever I'm teaching, they are very foundational questions to make, to get a good grip over some data structure, right? Okay, so we will be covering this question also, we will be covering this question also. Find the maximum element, find the minimum element, as simple as that, a set, right? Okay. Okay, so firstly let us cover this question, find the maximum element. Let me okay, let me, no, okay, let me draw a boundary. I am thinking of, because this will require some area, that's why I'm thinking of erasing this question. Let me raise it up, let me raise it up. Okay, let me write very small, find maximum element, because this question will require area and dry running, right? Okay, so I am giving you some array. I am giving you 1 comma 45 comma 3. These three elements I will be giving you, otherwise the dry run will be very lengthy if we will take more elements. If you have to understand the logic, you can also understand with three elements. Okay. Okay, so 0 1 2, 0 1 2, you have to find maximum element. Can you tell, like, by seeing it, what is the maximum element? It is 45. What is the minimum element? This is maxi. This is maximum element. What is the minimum element? Minimum element, mini, or short for mini. Like you have nicknames in your home, na? Like that, mini. What is the minimum element? It's one. Okay. So this is a program. Write a program to find the maximum and the minimum element of the array. Right? So how will you achieve this? How will you achieve this? Whatever I am going to teach you now, this is the basic thing, this is the very important thing. Just learn it, just get this thing directly into your head, right? This is the basic note. Like every time I'm using the term basic, this is the most important trick and tactic, I can say trick and tactic to solve this question. You have to use some variable, like in the while calculating the sum and product, you are initializing sum with 0, product with 1 now. So you have to take, if you're finding the maxi variable, you have to take this variable name as maxi. You can take anything, maximum element, maxi, but I am taking it maxi, it is very cool. Okay, you can take any variable name for this. The trick is, initialize it with such a value that will not impact your answer, from the day when I am telling this, that you have to initialize the, like you are initializing some variable with this 0 na, and product with 1. Let me initialize it with something as minus 29. There is a reason, beyond this, like behind this. Bear with me for some time. I will be explaining you why I have taken this minus 29. Don't worry about that. I will be explaining you why we have taken this minus 29 very clearly. Okay. Okay, so first of all, so you will initialize it to something like this. You know, like, what is the range of an integer? To be very specific, it is from minus 29 to plus 29. This is the range. An integer cannot go beyond this. It is the minimum range. In the negative, it is the maximum range. An integer cannot go beyond this. Okay, this is the maximum value it can have. Right? This is the maximum value it can store. It cannot go beyond this. If I'm writing int a na, it can only store minus 1e9, not minus 1e10, something like that. Minimum value this, and maximum value this. Okay, this is the some reminder thing that I wanted to tell you. That's why I told. Now I will be definitely explaining the reason why we have taken minus 1e9. Bear with me for some time, right? Let me show you. Okay, for now just assume that, okay, if teacher is telling us to take minus 29, let us blindly take this minus 29. Let us blindly follow what she is teaching and then take it minus 29, and I will be explaining you why this 29 only, right? Don't worry. Okay, let me dry run this code and let us try to find out the maximum element. So what you will do, you will take a variable You will take a variable I to traverse in the loop. You will take a for loop. Okay. You will start this I from the starting index. You will take it up to the second index and you will do a I plus plus. Open this curly braces. Open this curly braces. What logic you have to do inside? Like what logic you have to write? What is the logic? Can you think like what logic you have to write inside this curly braces? Simple logic. Simple logic. You know, like why we have stored this as okay, why we have stored it with minus 29. This is the second thing that I will be telling you very soon, within 5 to 4 minutes, right? But why we are initializing it? Because we wanted to, because you know that this minus 29 is minus 29 is not our maximum element. Our maximum element of the array is 45. It means we have to just simply override. You know what is override? When your answer is not final. Like override means how can I tell you override? Okay, suppose suppose your brother's marriage is there. Suppose your brother's marriage is there. When our relatives marriage and cousins marriages are there, so suppose you have decided to wear a jeans top on some occasion. Okay, then you will think after some days, no, I will wear the lehenga. Then you will think, no, I will wear suit, right? So you started thinking to wear jeans top, then you, with time changed, you overrided it with lehenga. You said that okay, leave the jeans top, I'll wear the lehenga. Then you decided, no, I will not be wearing the lehenga, I will be wearing suit. Okay, so this is the final value. It means jeans top is overrided, cutted by lehenga decision, and lehenga is cutted by suit decision. This is the final. So this is just to override. We will be overriding it with the values, right? We will be overriding. Okay, why minus 29, we will be tackling it later in 4 to 5 minutes then. But now let us think that when I will be telling you about the algorithm, now you will be very clear like why we are overriding, what is overriding, like that. Okay. Okay, let us start the algorithm and then we will see like what is the thing. Okay, I'll make sure to make this very good, or to make a very good understanding of this question to you, right? Okay, so you will write something like this. If array element arr of I, that is zeroth index element, is greater than maxi, then your maxi cannot be maxi. It means this is not maximum. This is arr of 0. What is arr of 0? What is arr of 0? 1. If this 1 is greater than minus 29, which is yes, this one is also, or this is one, this one is greater because this is negative, this is positive. So this maxi cannot be 1 9. What will be the maxi? Maxi will be arr of I. Our new maxi will become, so we have overrided this maxi value with 1 because the current maximum is 1. Okay, let us move to this first index by doing I plus plus. Check if 1 less than equal to 2. Yes, move inside the loop. Check if ARR of 1, what is ARR of 1? 45. Is greater than maxi. What is the maximum value? 1, because earlier it was minus 29 but now it is 1. 1. 1. It means your maxi now also cannot be 1. It means 1 also overrided by 45. It means your maxi has become 45 now. See, your jeans top was overrided by lehenga overrided by suit. Same way, minus 1 was overrided by, minus 29 was overrided by 1. And then when we observe that, oh, there is more maximum element than this one in the array, then we have overrided this maxi with 1. Okay. If suppose there is some 300, then this 45 would have been updated by this 300. As soon as we will be traveling in the array and finding the maximum element than the current previous maximum, then we will be updating it. Okay. Okay, but now it is 3, it is not 300. This is just for example. Okay, it is 3. Now check. Now you will come to index number 2. Check if 2 less than equal to 2. Yes, move inside this loop. Check if arr of 2 ARR of 2 is greater than maxi. What is the maxi value? It is 45. Check if ARR 2 is greater. What is ARR 2? That is 3. This is ARR 2, na? This 3. See my cursor, see my blue boundary. Okay. So 3 is not greater than 45. It means maxi will not be updated by 3. It will be 45 only. You are finalized. You have finalized suit to wear like that. Okay. You will not override it anymore. Right? This is the entire algorithm. Okay, this is the entire algorithm. This is the entire algorithm. Okay, now tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. I have initialized this maxi with minus 29, right? Please pay attention for 4 to 5 minutes very nicely so that you can get this concept very nicely, right? Okay, int maxi is equal to minus 29 and array elements were 145, 3. If, pay attention, if I would not have taken this as minus 29, can this be overridden by this 1? Tell me fairly and quickly. Can this 1 would have overridden this minus 29 if I have not taken it smaller number? No. If I would have taken it 1 9 or some bigger number, then this 1 could not override this. 1 cannot override this 2. That's why I have taken such a smaller number that can be overridden by the array elements. That can be overridden. If I would have not taken this minus 29 starting in the starting, then this 1 would not have overridden this. Okay. Okay. So, because we want this to get overridden, we have initialized to avoid garbage value, so that garbage value will not be stored. But we will take such a number that will not impact the answer. If we would have taken 1 in 9, na, then whatever maximum element you have had in your array, this is the maximum forever. Because there is no element that can be maximum than this. Let me show you this example. Suppose I am not taking maxi. I am not taking maxi as minus 1 in 9. I am taking it 1 in 9. Okay, just 1 in 9. Suppose I am initializing it by this. See the impact, what impact it will bring. And my array elements are 45 lakhs, 45,000 something like that, and 3. This one cannot override this anyhow. This is so big number, 45 lakhs or crores. This can also not override this. This 3 can also not override this. It means what is the maximum value at the end? Maximum will be same. This will be the answer because no value has the power to override this big number. Is this answer correct now? Are you sure like this answer is correct? But this is nowhere present in our array. This is nowhere present in our array. This is nowhere. Can you see, like, are you able to see any 1 in 9 in the array? No, this is 1, this is 45 crores, something like lakhs, this is 3. Then how it can be the answer? Because the question was find the maximum element in the array. Maximum ele in the array. The question was something like maximum ele in the array. Okay, and you are giving such a maxi element which is not in the array. Then how these statements are contradictory, na? This is ironical situation. So you cannot take maximum number. When you this is a trick. Remember this. When you have to calculate maximum number in the array, initialize this maximum with the very least number. And whenever you have to calculate minimum number in the array, initialize it with such a big number that it can be overridden. If in case of minimum you will take minus 1 9, then suppose this is the array. What is the minimum number in the array? It is 1. But this 1 cannot override this. This 2 cannot override this. This 3 cannot, because this is minimum. Then your answer will come this. Is this the correct answer? No. This is minimum, but this is not present in the array. And the question was finding minimum element from the array. But you're not finding it from the array. Because from the array, the minimum is 1. So, if you are taking minimum के case में, if you are taking minimum number, very least number, then these array numbers cannot override this minimum. Okay. So it is always said that in case of finding maximum, initialize it with very minimum so that it can be overridden by array elements. by array elements, and minimum के केस में take the +1 such maximum number such that it can be overridden by array elements, by smaller array elements, right? Okay, elements. Now you will be asking one doubt, teacher, why only with -1 if we have to take such small number we can also take -1. What is the big issue in that? What is the big issue in that? Why only -1? We can also take -16, because by taking -16 the answer can also come this 45. Then why we're taking -29? Because we have to take some least number na, as compared to this. Yes, this is true, but what if the array elements are this? Suppose you have taken this -18 as the maxi, initialize it with the maxi, and I have given you some array elements that are greater than this -18. Some array elements are there that are greater than this -18. Now, can this 18 -18 be overridden? Okay, this is my question to you. Okay, this -19 I have to override with the array elements. Okay, if you are taking this -18, these elements cannot be overridden. Okay, because these lie in between this. Getting over the concept of the clarity. Suppose if I am initializing this maxi with -18 and not -29, -18 and not with -19, and my array elements are lying somewhere like -181, something like that, like greater than this and less than this. Now this will be maximum, because in the negative, the least negative is considered maximum. The least negative is considered maximum, so they will not be any one of among this will be not be maximum. This will be the answer, and this is not an array element, so this is again wrong. So take always -29, because this is a least number. Everyone can override it, but not everyone can override it, this -28. Everyone can override this -29, every element, but not everyone can override this -18, because the elements which are present in between them, they are not overriding this 18, because they are less than this 18, and we want greater, right? I hope that this concept is clear to you. And your homework will be finding the minimum element. Your homework will be finding the minimum element, right? Let us implement the maximum element code. So initializing this maxi with -29. For loop. Okay. If ARR of I is greater than maxi, then this maxi cannot be -29 anymore. But this maxi will be overridden by the array element. Okay. Now print this maxi. Let us see what you will get. Oh, you are getting cool. You are getting 45. This is the maximum element, which is true, right? Okay, this was the question, right? So we have covered so many cool concepts. Okay, we have covered so many cool concepts. Okay, so we have covered the maximum and minimum element. We have covered printing the array in reverse order, sorting the array in reverse order, reversing the array, right? Multiplying every element by this, checking if at some index the value is odd and even. Okay. Now, the question is perform linear search in an array. Perform linear search in an array. Linear search in an array. The question is performing linear search in an array, right? Okay. What do you mean by linear search? When you are linearly iterating over the array and checking if this element matches our target element or not. This is the searching now. Okay. What do you mean by linear search? Suppose this is the array, suppose this is the array, and this is 1 2 3 something like that. 1 2 13 3 something like that, okay? And these are the index 0 1 2 3, right? These are the index. So I'm asking you that perform a linear search, and my target, I have given you some target element. I am saying target element is 13. You have to find the 13 element in this array. So how will you do that? You will iterate one by one and check if this ARR of I matches with this 13 or not. And as soon as you will see that, okay, this ARR of array element, like array element are matching 13, then you will break out of the loop. Okay, you will break out of the loop, right? You will break out of the loop. Okay, so this is a simple logic, that linear means by iterating one by one checking. Search means checking in an array. Okay, linear search means linearly iterating one by one, linearly in a straight line, going checking this, checking this, checking this. This is linear. Okay, searching, right? So let us code it up. Let us understand it first and then code it up. So your target element is 13. Okay. So I'm saying you something else. Okay. I'm telling, if you found this 13 in the array, then return this 13, return this 13, else return a minus 1. Else return minus 1. Else return a minus 1. You know, like minus 1, what this minus 1 say? This minus 1 will say that the array element you are looking for is not present. By this returning minus 1, the user, the reader, the code, the person who will be reading the code will understand and get a clear idea that minus 1 is getting returned. It means array element is not found, the target element is not found. Okay, because it is getting returned, it means the target element is not found. The target element is not found, right? Okay, so how will you code it up? Int I, make a variable to traverse in the array. This is comment out. Okay, commented out. Use a for keyword. Start checking from 0th index, move till 3rd index, and do I plus plus. What code you will write? If ARR of I, it means array at this in these 0 to 3 indexes. If from 0 to 3 indexes, any index value at any index is equal to target, equal to target, return target, return target. When sorry, return this ARR of I, right? Or target, but this is not looking readable. Okay, because you have to return array element, no? Return ARR of I. What just happened? Return ARR of I, because this is matching. Okay, when you will come out of this loop now, either you will return a 13 when you will find it, otherwise you will after this curly braces end, you will return a minus 1. It means this is not found. Either this statement will be returned one, or either this second statement will be returned. Any one thing will be returned. So if this is returned, this will not be returned. If this is returned, then it means the array element is not found, right? Suppose if this 13 is not there, suppose if 13 is not there, suppose if this 13 is not there, its index is 2, 2, okay, because one element I reduced. This 13 is not found, then your code will automatically return this minus 1, because this if condition has not run. When this if condition will run, then only you will return error of I, na? Otherwise you are returning minus 1. Okay, so let us code it up. But see, your array element is equal to 13. It means the target 13 element is not found. It means you have not entered inside this if condition to run this return error of I. Okay, so let us run this code. Let us run this code. Let us create a separate function, because I already told you that main function is not returning anything, it is just printing. So we have to return something, right? So let us in tensor, let us make a separate function. Linear search. Let us make a separate function, linear search. By now I am hoping that this thing is clear to you. Pass an array and pass. Okay, this thing you have to pass, right? Make a separate function on the top. This will return you some value or -1. A linear search in 10. You know na what I am doing. I am hoping that it is very much clear to you, right? I am hoping it is clear to you. You know, like what I did, I passed actual parameters, and this function has taken it in the form of formal arguments to use it. And now I am what I'm doing is I'm iterating over this array to check if the target is present. Suppose the target is 45 here. Target is 45. Okay, target is 45. This target you also have to pass. Okay, this target also you have to pass. Loop over this. I starts from 0, I less than n, I plus plus. What you will write, if arr of I equals to target, then what you will do, you will simply return this arr of I. This thing I have explained to you, no? Arr of I. And this will not return anything. This will not return anything. Why this will not return anything? Suppose if 45 is not there, the target is not there, then return a -1. It means not found. Then I already told you one thing, that this the function return type is integer. It means it will return something as integer, and this main function will catch it in some variable. In which variable it will catch? This linear search function will return us something. See my cursor? So it will catch in answer variable. It will catch it in answer variable, and we will print this answer. Either this answer will give us the target value that we have searched for, or this will give us -1. It means not found. Simple. It is giving us 45 because this is present. Suppose I'm deleting this 45 and now checking, like, it is giving us -1 because I raised 45 and our target was 45. So when I raised 45, now this 45 is not present, then it is giving us -1, right? Okay. Okay. I hope this is a thing that is clear to you. This is how you perform linear search. This is how you perform linear search. How you perform linear search? This is your array element. Suppose one by one iterate over every array element and check if this arr of I equals to target or not. Okay, then return this arr of I, else return -1 after coming out of the loop, right? Few more questions and we will be winding up the session. Two more questions. Let us quickly cover two more questions. Very very decent questions, very intermediate or intermediate kind of questions, right? Let us cover that. Basic to intermediate, right? Let us cover that. Okay, I am asking you, kth largest element. This question is in an optimized way, is done using priority queue. But now the priority queue is not a very new concept. It is quite advanced concept, right? It will be not good. I have not taught you this concept, that's why I will not be using this technique. Like, a question has various approaches. You can do it with this approach, let us say this approach. So I am teaching you array, that's why I'll be making sure that you will do it with some easy method for now, that you have learned by now, right? Okay. Otherwise the priority queue is best, but I have not taught you because this is the advanced topic. We will be going to priority queue soon, right? That's why. Okay, so I'm asking you, find the kth largest element. Largest element. Suppose I am giving you some array, and I am asking you 0, 1, 2. This is the index. I am asking you second largest element. Second largest element. This is my question to you. I am asking you second largest question. Suppose this is 10, this is 12, this is 3, right? I have asked you second largest element. Okay, second largest element. You know that this second largest element, it means it is present at the second position, and second position means index number 1, because the block number is second but the index is 1 less than the block. I already told you now when I was teaching you the indexing concept, right? It means whatever element will be at index number 1 will be our second largest element. But for this, we have to sort the array in descending order. Because this is the first largest. This will be the second largest. This will be the third largest. So sort this array in descending order. You will be getting 12, 10, 3 by sorting this array in descending order. I have already taught you how to sort. Now this first index element will be your second largest. If I would have asked you second smallest element, if I would ask you second smallest element, okay, I am asking you second smallest element, second smallest element. So you will sort this array in a ascending order, ascending order, and then this array element at first index will be your second smallest, okay, because this is ascendingly sorted. So these were the very smaller concepts that I told you. Your homework is to code them in your editor. Your homework is to code them in your editor. Let me give you some hint. For in case of second largest, in case of kth largest, sort the array in descending order and then return the particular array index. Suppose if I'm asking you third largest, you will return element at second index because one less than. Suppose I'm asking you third smallest, you will first sort the array in ascending order, and then returning index to element because the third is asked. You know, na, like if this array is there, this index will be 1, this will be 2, this is 3. This is element number 3, but its index is 1 less than the element. Element is 3, but its index is 2, right? I hope that you are clear with this concept by now. We have covered so many awesome questions for today. Okay, I hope this thing is clear to you. So this is your homework to solve the question which I have not coded it up. Coded up. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for being till the okay. Thank you so much for joining in the session, for being with me till the end of this video. Thank you.